At Real Madrid's facilities, a future GOAT is growing up. This boy's name is Hugo Martin. He's only 10 years old, but he has skills that will astonish the whole world. He can dribble like Vini Jr., pass like Kevin De Bruyne, and has a tremendous finishing like Cristiano Ronaldo. The fact that he scored 28 goals in 15 games in the youth system already convinces us that he will be a good footballer. Let's get to know this boy first. His full name is Hugo Fernandez Martin. Although he is a left-footed player, he can use both feet with ease. He mostly plays as an offensive midfielder in the youth system, but he also plays on the right wing. Real Madrid recognized him when he was only 5 years old and took him into their youth system. For 4 years in a row, he was named the best player of the Real Madrid Academy. He is also the top scorer almost every year and wins the Golden Boot. But this boy was not recognized by anyone, including me, until last month. Until that match. As you know, every match between Real Madrid and Barcelona is always a competitive one. Many of you think that this only happens in the A-team, but it's the same in the youth teams. When Real Madrid under 10 and Barcelona under 10 meet, it is just as exciting and competitive as El Clasico matches. In recent months, Real Madrid under 10 and Barcelona under 10 faced each other. In this match, Hugo Martin made a show. He scored 3 goals and made 1 assist in the match that ended 4-1. After this event, everyone started to research Hugo Martin. Hugo's statistics were shared on the official social media accounts of the infrastructure, and these statistics are really incredible. Hugo scored 65 goals in only 27 games last season and was the top scorer 11 times in different cups. Hugo not only scores goals, but also has a marvelous playmaking ability. His idol is Luka Modric. You can see it in his haircut. On the pitch, just like Luka Modric, he throws pinpoint passes. He uses the outside of his foot very well. He almost turns into Luka Modric when he passes. By the way, he had the opportunity to meet Luka Modric a few times, but unfortunately Modric did not notice him. I am sure that he will have the opportunity to have a long talk with Modric in the coming years. Another talent of Hugo is that he can play almost everywhere on the pitch. This boy can use both feet very well. That's why the specialists have identified and tried out positions where he can actively play. Hugo performed very well in all positions.
Madre mía. Madre mía de mi vida.
I would like to show you the positions that Hugo can play in the eFootball game. I am changing the formation to 3-4-3. First of all, Hugo can play right back, left back, and center forward, because he is a fast player and he uses both feet very well. When we go back a bit, we can play him as an offensive midfielder. If we want, we can use him as right or left offensive midfielder. As for the right and left wings, yes, you guessed it right. Hugo can also play here, because he can open the center very well. As a result, Hugo is a wild card. There is no place he can't play on the pitch. Moreover, he can show his best performance everywhere. I have already mentioned that Hugo has been voted man of the match in almost every match. Besides that, one of the most important characteristics of Hugo is his leadership character. That's why Hugo is the captain of the under 10 team. He was also captain of under 7, under 8, and under 9 teams. He is very good at directing his teammates. So much so that in matches where Hugo cannot play due to injury or illness, his teammates may have difficulty playing. Hugo is also a magnet for winning trophies. Although he's only 10 years old, he has won about 18 trophies and continues to win every day. I'm sure Harry Kane is jealous of him in this regard. Hugo has no intention of stopping winning trophies. In March, they won their first trophy of the season by beating their arch-rivals 5-0. They also won the League Cup. But unfortunately, Hugo Martin and his friends were not successful in a cup organized in April. In the final, they lost to Real Betis under 10 team and came second. But this did not demotivate them. On the contrary, they became even more ambitious and worked even better. When May came, a new competition was waiting for Hugo Fernandez and his friends. This time, they defeated all their rivals one by one and won the cup without being defeated. When he performs so well, of course other teams want to transfer him, but Hugo is determined to stay at Real Madrid. At the same time, Hugo didn't have any representation until a few months ago. But just a few officials came to watch the Barcelona match I told you about, and they noticed Hugo there. A few days later, they announced that they had signed Hugo. So Hugo became the youngest footballer to sign for Gestafute. Let me explain. For those of you who don't know, Gestafute is a company that represents many famous footballers. Among these famous footballers are Cristiano Ronaldo, Ruben Dias, Bernardo Silva, Darwin Núñez, Fabinho, and Marco Asensio. Nike also signed a contract with Hugo. As you know, Cristiano Ronaldo also has a contract with Nike. But even Ronaldo signed a contract with Nike when he was 21. This kid is only 10 years old. In addition, more companies than we can count have made advertising agreements with Hugo. This means that Hugo's bank account is already full. I hope he doesn't spend this money in the wrong places. As a result, Hugo Fernandez has become such a popular player, even though he is only 10 years old. Many football commentators say great things about him. Most probably Hugo will play for Real Madrid, a team, when he is 16 years old. I am sure it will be very enjoyable to watch Hugo in those days. Also, in recent years, Real Madrid has been giving a lot of importance to developing players from the youth system. President Perez has invested 85% of his investments in infrastructure because their arch rivals Barcelona have trained important players such as Lamine Yamal, Pau Cubarsí from the infrastructure, and they get maximum efficiency from these players. Real Madrid will progress in this way in the coming period. After the transfers of Kylian Mbappe and Alphonso Davies, not many transfers will be made for many years. Players from the infrastructure will be included in the squad. In this way, the club's finances will be strengthened. Yes, in this video, you have seen the achievements of Hugo Fernandez Martinez and how talented he is. Many people like you realized Hugo's talents and started to follow him on social media. He now has 30,000 followers on Instagram. Even football legends follow him. For example, Juventus legend Del Piero came to Real Madrid facilities to watch him and took a photo. Yes, these are good things. But this boy is only 10 years old. Hugo getting too much attention at this age can affect his career badly. As a matter of fact, Cristiano Ronaldo had closed his son's Instagram account. So they were almost the same age as Hugo. Ronaldo said in his statement that I only want my son to be interested in football. Social media can distract him. I think he is right. Hugo's parents also need to be careful about this. Even Real Madrid can take a hand in this as a club. We have come to the end of our video. So do you think Hugo Fernandez's career will progress nicely? Write this in the comments. If you want such videos to come, don't forget to like the video and turn on notifications. See you soon.